So we all tend to have a couple key questions in life. If you're a Christian or claim to be a Christian or think you're Christian or spiritual or that sort of thing. Um, and kind of the two main questions are, am I truly saved? And does God actually hear my prayers? And the book slash letter of First John addresses both of those, and it has really three tests to know whether or not you're in the faith, and that God hears your prayers. That He repeats over and over and over again through the. It's a short letter, short book, 5 chapters, but they're very short, and He repeats these three things over and over and over again. One is that we obey the scriptures. Two is that you live a righteous life. And three is that you love um, the brothers, other believers, those that are also in Christ. And so, on these three things, these are three evidences that you are, in fact, truly a saved Christian, and that when you're doing these three things, God hears your prayers. Now, those three things are dependent on two other things. Those two things are, one, that you know the scriptures, and two, that you love God. You put your faith in God. You trust Him. And in terms of knowing the scriptures, that is both in terms of, well, not both, but it's knowing the scriptures well enough where you can test teachers to see whether or not they're false. You could test prophets to see whether or not they're false. And that's the book of First John. It's really to the point and succinct, repeating these messages over and over again. How do I know I'm saved? And how do I know that God's hearing my prayers? Well, do I obey the word? Do I live a righteous life? And do I love the brothers? And in order to do those three things, I need to know the scriptures and love God.